G'day folks, and welcome to episode 23 of Gormo's Shed. We're calling this one Rivets, and the reason we're calling it Rivets is because I've come up with a method for making a line of rivets in suitable material. I've been constructing this plate girder bridge, and I needed a method as opposed to the old method of a pointy tool and a straight edge and doing one rivet at a time. I just didn't want to spend the rest of my life doing this bridge, so I'll show you what I came up with to make life a bit easier. And if I bring the bridge up to the camera, you can see what I'm talking about, the rivet detail there. That's what I'm on about. So I'll show you how to do that. Now the tool I'm using is this thing here, which is completely homemade. And I'll break it down into the components to show you what it's all about. So we'll move down to the cutting mat so you can see things more clearly, and we'll break it up and you can see what I'm on about here. Now this tool is what it's based upon, and I think this is a leather working tool. It belonged to my father and now belongs to me. And the only problem with this tool is that the teeth on the wheel are spaced too far apart. So therefore you've got your rivets spaced too far apart. So I thought, well, if I can apply the principle of this tool to a smaller wheel, well then I might be able to get an accurate spacing of rivets. So what I found was what I've got here. Now this is simply a gear wheel out of an analog clock, a wind-up clock, and it's handy because it's got this big hole in the middle and a shaft on the end here, and I've actually trimmed that shaft down a bit to suit what I wanted to do, but the teeth on this thing are spaced at about 1 millimeter, and which, you know, in scale is about 3 inches. So I thought that's pretty good. So that's what I've gone with. Right, the parts I've used is this piece here, which is a bracket for that holds a wheel for a sliding door fitting. So I've used that. I've cut it down a little bit, and there's a piece of steel here. It already had a hole in it, so I just put a screw through the bracket, through to the steel, and that forms the handle. And then here, the sliding door fitting has the hole there. I'm using the screw that was in there as the axle for the gear wheel. So I'll just put it together and give you a quick look. Okay, there we go. I've put the screw through the hole, through the shaft on the gear wheel, and this is a little circular nut on the end. I've got a washer in between the gear wheel and this bracket thing here, just so that the gear wheel doesn't rub on it. And that's it. It's as simple as that. You can make your own version of this. It's all about just getting an axle and the gear wheel. The rest, you know, is pretty straightforward. Right folks, the method is as simple as this. I take a straight edge and lay it over the aluminium foil in this case, and hold down very firmly, and also push down very firmly on the tool vertically, and you also need to keep horizontal pressure against the straight edge so that you follow a straight line. But it's as simple as placing the tool before the foil, pushing down, focusing on what you're doing here, and then simply run the tool along once along the edge of the straight edge to the very end, and there we have it, one line of rivets. Now if I can get the shine off this material, you'll be able to see it. It's very difficult. There we are, one line of rivets. Now obviously you've got to measure, as you would with cutting paper or any material, the exact position that you want the rivets in, and once you've done your line, you can trim the other side to whatever width you want. But it's as simple as that, and it gives you a very accurate line as opposed to doing it by by hand with a single pointy tool. I'll do some on a piece of shim here as well. What have we got here? Let's see. This one will do. Now, it's the same method I'll use. I'll use this end because it's the shorter end. I don't want to waste too much of this stuff because it's not cheap. And it's the same thing. Just hold it down very firmly. Take the tool up to one end of the material, beyond the material. Just lay it down, drag it across once, and it's done. If you can see that. This is very difficult. There we are. Simple as that, folks. Piece of cake, I reckon. And particularly on the brass shim, you get a really good result. Well folks, that was rather brief, but that's all there is to it. What I've been doing is cutting my strips of rivets out, and I've been using super glue to attach them to the material I'm using, which is I'm doing paper overlays on the bridge and card on the top of some of the girders. So I'm gluing to card or paper, but you could glue to timber as well. I'll leave that up to you to work that side of it out. But yeah, this little tool is a little ripper actually. It's just all about finding the right size gear wheel to use. But I'm sure if you use your imagination, you'll find it. So that's all for now. Cheers, Gormo.